This is a walkthrough video of the Dreams Las Mareas Resort in Costa Rica. To begin this resort walkthrough video, I would like to start with a short slideshow featuring pictures of our room. This is what it looks like immediately leaving our room. We are in the 8,000 building, which is this one right here, as you can see on the resort map. Now we are walking from the 8,000 building, which is a preferred club building, to the main area. But first, let's check out the Preferred Club adults only pool. You can choose to rent these cabanas for the day. Now we are approaching the adults only pool. And now we are coming to one of the two main pool areas. It has a bar plus a swim up bar. This main pool is pretty big. Goes around this island right here. Over here we have a hot tub, jacuzzi. And here is your zero edge on the pool. What's really nice, you can sit here with some drinks and just enjoy the sunset, or just during the day. The sun doesn't have to be setting. Across the way is where you can talk to an Amstar representative, and you can set up tours or excursions for the day. That's the outside location. There's also an inside location near the front reception desk for Amstar. Right here is where they have daily activities, most notably the water aerobics. The instructors will stand right here, and the class is out there with either noodles or pool toys or what have you. But it's pretty fun. They play music, and yeah, every day it's part of their activities. Immediately next to one of the main pools, next to the swim up bar, is one of the restaurants. This has seafood and steak depending on the day. It's a rotating schedule. Here we have one of the more family-friendly pools. It's not designated adult only. Now we are coming to the Barefoot Grill and the Barracuda. Here you can get some quick, tasty grill food like quesadillas, hamburgers, hot dogs, nachos. Pretty tasty. Here's Barracuda, one of the many bars on the resort. And here is the other side of that same zero-edge pool. And was down there, so that's how big this entire pool is. Now we're coming down to the beach, where you will be greeted by people trying to sell their tours. They're local. They have some good stuff, so consider it. And here we have the resort beach. Nice clear water. One thing I immediately noticed about this beach, the pictures you see online for the resort, it looks way greener everywhere. So maybe they got those pictures in the middle of the summer. Maybe they turned up the contrast or something, but it's definitely not as green as the pictures show. This is a dry tropical forest versus a wet tropical forest. This part of the beach is used for, they have romantic dinners on the beach every night. The package we purchased came with the promotion free for all, and the free for all promotion gave us a free dinner on the beach. So well, later tonight, Nicole and I, we're gonna get out here. We're gonna try to get here early and get our nice spot for our romantic dinner on the beach during a sunset. Here we are approaching the other side of that restaurant and pool, coming from the beach. This is the Amstar representative if you want to book an excursion or a tour. I've had great Amstar experiences before, so don't discount those tours. While I wait for my strawberry daiquiri here at the swim up bar, on top of the Oceana seafood restaurant, we saw what we think was a wedding reception a couple nights ago up there. So I'm sure you can book that space with the right package.
Are you videoing?
I'm videoing.
Oh, good for you.
Yep, doing a walkthrough video. This is the other side of the more family-friendly pool, not designated adults only. Now I'm going from the lower pool area up to the main lobby reception area. Here are some of the rooms. Beware if you are walking around here with your bare feet. The sun makes these bricks very hot, and It's these bricks that are on the main roads that go throughout the resort. And now we are approaching the front desk, main reception area. I will walk through the front as if you are just arriving to give you an idea. Most likely the bus will drop you off here. Nicole and I did the backpacking thing though. It took a local bus in. But this is the main entrance. You are greeted with some hand sanitizer and a feet cleaning and a temperature check. Right to the left is where you can talk to Amstar. They can set you up with a tour. Again, Nicole and I have had great experiences with Amstar, so don't overlook that. This is the concierge. If you have any questions, go to the concierge. And they walk you into a separate room for the reception desk. This is where you check in and get your room key. Thank you so much. Pleasure. Here's walking out of the main reception area onto the resort campus. Also, immediately next to the main reception area is the preferred club bar. If you pay extra and get preferred club status, then you can go in that bar and enjoy yourself. Now I'm taking you up from the lower level of the resort campus up to the upper level. And here we have the other main pool area. Not quite as big as the pool on the lower level, but it is a pool with a bar where the majority of the rooms are, also where the majority of the restaurants are located. This is another one of your family-friendly pools where they got some chess, ping pong, some rock climbing, and throughout the day they might have rock climbing scheduled, so check your daily activities chart. This is the baby pool, the kiddie pool. I think it's like, what, like 6 inches deep or something like that. And here we have some impressive architecture. This is from the outside looking into the main building area where most of the restaurants are located. That's where your breakfast buffet is located. The late night bar is located there too. Some shops, and these are all rooms. Up in this area, they will sometimes have some nightly activities. Our first night here was a night at the Oscars where you can sit down and just watch the Oscars on a projector if you're into that. And here we are approaching the patio restaurant. This is where you come and get your breakfast every morning from 7 to 10 a.m. I'll just do agua y cerveza.
Agua y cerveza. I will do agua y michelada. Michelada. Sparkling water michelada or beer michelada. Beer michelada. Okay.
Awesome.
Ice, please. Okay.
Gracias. Hi, you're welcome. Hello, thank you. Thank you very much. Ooh, we got some pasta. Oh wow, pen pasta carbonara. Wow. Por favor, some of this. Thank you very much. And that's what I'll do from this one. I'm good for this one. I'm good. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Oh, we got here salmon with garlic. Por favor, the salmon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Got a salad station. Mixed veggies, smoked pork with soy sauce. Yeah, Tyler shrimp. I mean, it all looks really good. Yeah. Got some desserts. We're coming around the corner here to a couple other restaurants. This is the Italian restaurant, which Nicole and I just went to last night. The rigatoni is very good. Can't go in right now because it's closed. And then this is the Japanese restaurant where you can get, you know, things like sushi. Also, you can reserve a hibachi spot at the hibachi grill, but you have to do it early because there's a lot of people trying to get in. So all of these restaurants rotate on a nightly schedule, so it's not always the same restaurant every night. Now we are going up the stairs to go to the second floor of this main building, right above the breakfast buffet, the Italian, and the Japanese restaurant. Up here you find the Coco Café, kind of like somewhere you can get some coffee and some pastries. You also have the Rendezvous Bar, which is the late night bar, otherwise known as the piano bar. And I think we can go in right now. Nicole and I have had some great times at this late night bar already. Probably will again tonight. In the same building as a conference center. In case you need to do some business, need to meet up. And of course we have the room where you want to go to talk to about your weddings, if you're planning a wedding. And then we have the spa. Here are the lockers for the men. Very nice. Thank you.
Here is the vanity area.
Yeah, it's here, yeah.
There are the restaurants and showers.
Very nice.
Here, shower on the
Ooh, a hot sauna with some showers. Nice relaxation room right here. Got the nice sound of the water. Oh, are these individual rooms? So yeah, these are the individual massage rooms. They're all named different elements: fire, water, earth, sky, love. Here's the hydrotherapy station. Shower, steam room, sauna, jacuzzi. Ah, is it hot and cold water? Oh, okay, okay. Very nice. The amazing staff here at Dreams Las Mareas were kind enough to show me around the spa. I don't want to go through there and be a bother to people actually using the spa, so I was able to go to areas where there was nobody in there. Here we have the fitness center, or the gym, if you want to get your workout on. We got some wrestling on in the gym. The fact that all these wrestlers are surrounded by monitors that show people's faces is terrifying and dystopian. This is the balcony of the main building overlooking the pool area. And we have rooms surrounding us in a wide V shape. Pina colada. Hell yeah, thank you. Delicious. Best one I've had yet. Oh man. Hey, monkey. Yeah, a little babe. And that's it. That is a full walkthrough of the Dreams Las Mareas here in Costa Rica. It's a great resort. This is the second AM resort that we have been to. AM owns, I believe, 5 or 6 brands. I believe they're called Now, Dreams, Secrets, Breathless, and Zoetry. Now and Dreams are family friendly. Breathless and Secrets, I believe, are adults only. And Zoetry, well, if you can go to a Zoetry resort, then you're doing all right.